Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In the early days of Murder at Castle Nathria, Imp Warlock has been by far the most popular deck. Actually, Imp Warlock recently just reached 30% popularity in Diamond 1, so it's really popular. Almost everyone is playing Imp Warlock, so what can you do about it? Luckily, Imp Warlock is not invulnerable. It in fact has multiple weaknesses, and in this video I'm going to take a look at top 5 decks that you can use to beat up those Imp Warlocks. So, coming in at number 5, we have Evolved Shaman. Evolved Shaman is not the strongest Shaman archetype right now, and it's not a tier 1 deck, it's more like a tier 2 deck, so it's kind of okay in the meta overall, and it has a great matchup against Imp Warlock, because it has Maelstrom Portals, which can clear 1/1 imps, it has Primordial Wave, that gets rid of buffed minions, and then with Schooling and Goldshire Knoll early on, it can contest the board, and then if it can even evolve that Goldshire Knoll, then Imp Warlock is just in a world of hurt. And the fourth best option if you don't like Imp Warlocks is Quest Priest. In fact, Quest Priest is the best deck against Imp Warlock in particular, but Quest Priest is held back by other weaknesses against other meta decks like Skeleton Mages and like Druids. So those pesky Druids and Mages troubling Quest Priest, but if you really hate Imp Warlock, then you might want to play Quest Priest, because with 2 copies of Shard of the Naru, you have silence effects, you have so many board clears, just endless stream of board clears, and that's pretty much everything that it takes to beat Imp Warlock. If they have no minions, then they can't really do much. However, because you also want to take the rest of the ladder into account at least a little bit, you typically want to grab a deck that is good against other decks as well. And that kind of deck is Skeleton Mage. Skeleton Mage is going under a lot of evolving, a lot of refinement. And right now, these Exile versions, Prince Renatal versions, 40-card versions of Skeleton Mage that run Kel'Thuzad the Inevitable, Mordresh FireEye, and Sire Denatrius, that run all of the toppers, all of the win conditions. Yeah, why not? That seems to be the best way to build a Skeleton Mage. And these kinds of Skeleton Mages, they have Blizzards, they have the Nightcloak Sanctums, of course, they have a lot of tools to really hurt Imp Warlock. Another archetype that is going through a lot of refinement at the moment is Control Shaman, and Control Shaman has started to incorporate some of these evolve tools. It's currently still uncertain how many evolve tools is just the right fit for Control Shaman. Some of them only use muck pools, some of them also add Primordial Wave, and if you're after the heads of those Imp Warlocks, well, Primordial Wave, just getting rid of all of their buffs. You still have much of the same tools as Evolved Shaman, because you have that Schooling plus Goldshire Knoll at the early game, but you also have so much more. You have all of these board freezes with Snowfall Guardians, and you can complement them with even more board freezes from Brilliant Macaws. You have just all of these control tools, and Imp Warlock will have so much trouble trying to get through all of that. And finally, there is one more deck, and that deck is going to be the Meta Tyrant maybe? Currently perhaps the best deck in the game. It's Naga Priest. And Naga Priest is very strong against Imp Warlock. Shadow Word Devourer. So yeah, Imp Warlock has some of those 1/1 imps. Minion, Shadow Word Devourer, all 1/1 imps die. Then you have access to Blademaster Samuro. You can even buff Blademaster Samuro, for example with Cathedral of Atonement. So you can clear up some boards, especially out of some 3/3 imps maybe. And then you also have the option just raise. Like, just make a big minion very quickly, and boom, go face. What's an Imp Warlock gonna do about that? So yeah, even though Imp Warlock is a strong deck, and Imp Warlock also still has room for improvement, room for refinement, there are ways to make Imp Warlock more resistant against these, but there are some very effective counters to Imp Warlock, and if you're facing a lot of them on the ladder, then just take one of these 5 decks and turn the tables around. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.